Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with.
Hi everyone, welcome to my POMCLOSET. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to crochet a simple mini skirt in these color yarns. So what do we need? Crochet hook number 4mm, a pair of cutter, crochet needles, tape measure, and all these 3 colors yarn. They are from my website, which you can check this out on the description below. One ball weighed 50 grams and 150 meters. So how much do we need for this skirt? I will let you know at the end. To start with, I will be using this lime green color yarn. So do the little hook, do the slip knot and change 180s. So this would fit my size S hip. You can change it to the size of your hip. So for me, I will do 180s because it will fit my small size. This is my size chart, so the hips for my S size is in between 34 to 36 inches. There's one M, L, XL, so you can just change up to your size. So I have changed up to 180 chains, and it's around 36 inches long. So this would go around my hip. And what you do next is try to make this change or in the same direction, and then you will do the slip stitch from the last chains that what you've just done, attach to the first change. Do the slip stitch. So we have a big loop like this. And then change up to 3 change, and you do the 2 double crochet on the same stitch. So you will have the 3 chains and 2 double crochet, and skip 2 chains, go to the 3rd one, and then do 3 more double crochet. And do repeat the same. So with 3 double crochet in the same stitch. So you skip 2, go to the 3rd stitch, do 3 double crochet. Do this until you reach the end of this round. So before I've reached the end of the row, I have about 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches left, so I'm just gonna go to the middle one here, just to equal the stitches. So do 3 double crochet, and then you do the slip stitch on the 1, 2, 3, the third change from the beginning where you started. I just go to the back loop of the third stitch and then the slip stitch. So now you change 3, you turn the work, and then do 2 more double crochet on this stitch, and then you see the gap between these two 3 double crochet, so you just do the 3 double crochet and then just keep going. So I have reached the end of row 2. I'm gonna do the slip stitch where the 3 change is, and then you turn the work to the other side and then change 3, do 2 more double crochet on the same stitch, and then just keep going with the normal 3 double crochet in between these two, in between the gaps here. So keep doing this. So after you've been doing many rows of this, 3 double crochets, and then just keep doing this rows and then turn the work, and then I have at the end I have ended up with 23 rows of this, and the length of this mini skirt is around 10 inches. So now we're going to be splitting this part here. So I have done from this part to this part, it's around 10 inches. So we're going to be splitting this part for an extra 4 inches. By doing that, once you have reached the 23rd row, so change up 3, and then you just turn the work and just keep doing the 2 more double crochet. So this is the beginning of the row, so with 3 chains and then 2 double crochet, and go to the next one with 3 double crochet. So keep doing this. This is row 24. So until you reach this stitch, and then we turn the work from this row. We don't go to the neck, we don't combine the last stitch together. So I have reached row number 24, but I don't slip stitch on this end here. So what I'll do, just change 3 and then turn the work, and then you go to the 3rd stitch. So 1, 2, the 3rd stitch, and then do 3 double crochet. Just keep repeating the pattern. Until you get to this part. So this is row 25, and before the last stitch So you can see this is row number 25 at the beginning, and here after you've been working around your skirt and the last stitch, just gonna go for 1 double crochet and then change 3 and then turn the work, go to the next 2, 3, the third, so don't count this one, 1, 2, 3, and then do 3 double crochet. So just keep doing this and turning your work around until you get around 4 inches. So I've done this part of the skirt. The measurement from here to this end is around 4 inches, and the length from the top of the skirt down to this bottom part, it's around 13 to 14 inches. And now we're gonna do something on the waist part. So for the waist part, I'm just gonna do the change. So you insert the crochet hook and get the yarn and put it through to any of the gaps, the big gap, and then I will chain 4 and then just go to the next gap with a slip stitch. 2, 3, 4, chain 4, slip stitch on the next gap. So keep doing this until you reach the end of where we started. So you have 4 chains, slip stitch in between the gap. That is my last 4 chains. So I will go to the last gap. So this is where we started, and then change 1, cut the yarn. We can weave all these ends in later. So this is the top of the skirt and this is the bottom part, and now we need to do the strings for the vest, which I'm gonna grab the 2 ends, 2 strands of yarn, and you will need a bigger needle which is just slightly bigger than the one I'm using for the 1 strand crochet, so you can see the difference. Both 4mm, but look at the difference. So we grab the 2 strands of yarn and wrap around your 3 fingers, probably about 4 or 5 rows, and insert a crochet hook on this top part, and then just wrap around the yarn tight, and then try to pull this through with this big hook. Isn't easy, but just keep trying. So I've got this through, and I need to get 2 in the needles, the 2 strands. So I've get the big loop, and then now just do the change like this for this bottom part. Just gonna trim it. And I have made this long string. The length of this strings is around 50 inches. And then at the end you cut this strand, so you leave it around 3 to 4 inches. So you have this end, two ends. Now the two strands that you just done, and you wrapped this round for another end of the strings. Wrap around your fingers and also cut a little bit off the yarn. And the length is probably about 7 inches. So now we have these two ends from the string. I'm gonna insert it through the one that we've just wrapping around the fingers. So tied it around twice or 3 times. And then grab the another piece that you have prepared, wrap around this yarn. So we're making a fringe. Tie the yarn tight and you just trim it. So you have both ends of the fringe. This is the string for the waist. So now we need to insert this string onto the top part of the skirt. So you need to find the center of the skirt. I would like this split here to be on the side of the legs, so I will find the center of the skirt about here, if you can see it. So my middle part where I need the strings will be somewhere here, so I will insert the string through the fourth to the part that we did 4 chains. So I pull it through and then leave one loop, and then we come back to the next one. I will probably use this crochet needle to help to put this through. So you leave one and then insert the string through, leave one loop and then pull this through. So keep doing this. Keep doing this until you reach the end of the other side. So the skirt part is done, but I think it looks a bit plain, so I will need to maybe do some of the decorations and so I'm thinking maybe I should just get the sunflowers on the skirt. So we need probably around 10 of these, and I'm going to show you how to do this so we can attach them on the gown. So you will need the brown color for the middle part of the flowers, and do the slip knot, and then chain 5, 3, 4, 5. I do the slip stitch on the first change, so you have a little loop here, and then change 2, do half double crochet for 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have total of 6 half double crochet and one of these 2 change at the beginning, and then you do the slip stitch on the, it's quite hard to see, at the beginning where we did the 2 chains. So you just go on the second change where we started, and then do the slip stitch and change 2, and then the next stitch with 2 half double crochet, and 2 half double crochet in every single stitches, so you will end up having 14 half double crochet around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then go to the stitch where we did the 2 change at the beginning. So you have this round, change 1, cut off the yarn, so the next row just grab the yellow yarn, pull the yarn through. I prefer to tie it, so this is the first stitch where we started, and then we do chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will do the half double crochet on the second stitch and the rest of the stitches, just using half double crochet. It's the last stitch, and then we do the slip stitch in the same stitch where we started. So we're making the sunflowers, And the next stitch, just do the slip stitch, chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do the half double crochet on the second stitch and the rest. Just keep repeating. So last stitch, and then you go back to the same stitch where you started, and on the next stitch, slip stitch, and then chain 7. So keep doing this until you reach the last stitch here, and at the end of these flowers you just have to leave a long thread, a long end, because we need to sew this part in. So I have done 10 of these, and I'm going to be placing them on the skirt. So you need to find the spot where you need to place all these flowers. So for me, I would do 5 in the front and 5 on the back. A total of 10 flowers. So how to attach the flowers into the garment. You have all these strings here, the strands. So what I'll do, I will turn the work inside out and then just pull this to the ends through, 2 of them, one here and one ends here. Just tie them. This is the inside. Do this a few times and then a cut. So for those short strands ends. Now for the long one, I will use the crochet needles and we gonna do the first. I need to attach the garment to the sunflowers, and then how I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna go through this piece until you reach the point. Like this, and then I'll just sew this in together. So for the next one, I'll just go through the underneath and then come back to the point, to this point here. Sew this piece in, go through underneath the garment, and then come back here on the top. It's the outside, it's the inside. So keep doing this until you get the rows here. And so I have done the first sunflowers attached to the garments, so I will do the rest. Okay guys, so now the mini skirt is done, and I have sewn all these sunflowers in, the total of 10 flowers, and this is the result. I hope you liked the tutorial. Feel free to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.
Say what you wanna say to me